Dolphins, Texans.
Okay.
We
Why
don't.
we?
There's no point. There is no point to talk about them. Also, we don't need to talk about the Ravens and Jaguars much. We just need to pick. Rams, Chiefs, we know what that's going to look like, but it's always nice to talk about the Chiefs because they got Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, man.
No need to really, just because of who y'all are, we probably got to talk about the Bucks and Browns, but yeah,
we got it. We want to trim the fat, but we can't trim that much fat, man. It gives you a little flavor in the fat, man.
So, and look, so first and foremost, hey man, Views from the 22, live on the 94 page. Don't worry, we'll be back on the scene in a couple of days, something like that. Whatever.
It's gonna be tomorrow.
Because we're gonna figure all this out. But anyway, Google, F you, because you playing with my emotions. And playing with my emotions is like playing with my money.
Hey,
I'm with my big
Google,
worm, big turn.
Don't be coming at Google. Don't be doing that.
Because we kind of need them.
Oh no. They gonna get this cuss out.
No,
I am a customer. I am a customer.
I'm not anti-Google medic.
I'm not
anti-Google medic.
I don't have money like
Google.
I don't have money like Google. I don't have money like Kanye and
I love you, Google.
Kyrie.
I'm not anti-Google medic. Okay.
Anti-Google medic. Hey man. Hey, y'all know what this is.
I am not. I love Google.
I mean, but they playing with my money, Smokey. Claude.
I have no issue with Google.
I do. Y'all play with my emotions. But anyway. Good morning, good people. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are all doing swell in my Pleasantville voice. This is Mr. Truman, False World, reporting live from the Views from the 22 crew. And we have the DVR czar, Mr. Trav himself. And then we got the super special guest, Mr. Coach Les Stewart is in the building. My guy. That's literally big bro, man. So, anytime he's in the building, we always know we can expect the entendres. We can definitely expect him to be with the SH. So, fellas, how we doing? How we feeling?
Everything good over here, man. We got a couple of guys that's feeling like MJ in 90, 97, 98. But we're going to fill in for them this time, man. We're gonna do what we do, man. Views from the 22, man. 94 feet of life. 94 feet, we invade anything like we the NWO. So when we get in, we take over. So that's what we do.
Oh, not the Wolfpack. Wolfpack is back. So, hey man, we're gonna start off actually on a college football tip real quick before we get into these games.
Besides that, before you go through, shout out to Ohio State. Good news.
We're gonna go there real quick.
Good news is shout out to Ohio State. Bad news is shout out to Ohio State because y'all did all that talking.
Hey,
and Harbaugh went up there with a damn blue navy blue, maize blue, and gold sweater and some khakis and went up there and kicked y'all ass. Y'all got to put that back foot down, dog. You got to put that back foot down, dog. You got to put it down.
Hey, about the game. And I know this is Views. I know we're talking football. And I don't want to say it. I didn't want Michigan is sponsored by Jordan brand. They wear Jordans. I'm not gonna say it. I always, something happens when I say it, so I'm not gonna say it. Ohio State wore LeBron cleats. Yeah. So if we got, I didn't want to say it, but yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
So if
also,
there's any other discussion over who's the GOAT, yeah.
so man, come on, man. I can't believe this is what happened this morning, huh? All right, so but here's the thing. So real quick, I'm gonna jump into some playoff talk real quick as we put the links and everything out there. Here's the big thing. CJ Stroud has been said to be the best quarterback in the nation. But CJ Stroud is not the best quarterback in the nation because he is not the most consistent player. I don't know what's going on with CJ.
I'll say this. I don't want to indict a guy that is still got to go to class Monday through Friday. I don't want to indict a guy like that. I don't want to judge a guy that is still growing. I'm gonna go back now. Coach Day, indict him all day. Indict him. Not the kids. Not the kids. Until they start playing on Sunday, indict them.
Well, Les, we have to talk about some things that we're missing on the field. It's some things that we missing on the field.
That's a Coach Day. That's an Ohio State coaching. It's Ohio State coaching. Oh, yeah,
I think
that's on Ohio State. That's on the grown men. Until CJ, until the day he's actually playing on, he decides that he want to play on Sundays, that he makes that official, then indict him. All of them, indict them. All of them. I'm here to say, indict the coaches. Like, I've been in that situation before. At the end of the day, they're kids, so we got to take the brunt of it. We do, because we're the adults. Now, when they go get paid, and they get paid the 1st and the 15th, or they get a weekly game check, that they are open to all the, I can't put it on the dude that can't even buy liquor.
Well, you can't, but I can. So what we about to do? Hey, this is why we're gonna have some fun with this today. The point is, CJ has to play better. He has to play better. In a game like this today, what I see a lot of things in this game, a lot of throws that were missed, a lot of opportunities that were wasted. But most importantly, the thing is, this is just one of those classic examples of Ohio State ran into a team that was just as good as them, but on this day, they were better. You can't also give up as many big plays as they gave up in that game defensively and expect to be in a situation to win a game. You gave up at least 5 to 6 plays that were 40 yards or more, and they all went for 6. That is unexcusable.
Jerm, them folks got smacked at the crib, though, man. Them folks got smacked at the crib.
Fortunately, I work right around the corner from them. So I got hit after the game. If they had won, I would have got triple of what I got. So I'm a little upset because I wanted all the Ohio State money. But that's neither here nor there. But I mean, if anybody would want them to win, it would be me, because that means I would have been able to get a couple of extra dollars. But look, it is what it is. It happens. But as I tell everybody every year, we have to start understanding what goes on between the lines each and every Saturday and Sunday, so we can really, really, really look into how teams are losing and know what's the main factors of some of these losses. But Ohio State, defensively, we got to get back to getting after the passer. We got to get back to stopping the run. Offensively, we have to get our quarterback to have more confidence in making some of these throws. And if what that means is that means that the coaching staff needs to make sure that they make a little bit simpler game plan for them. Then that's what you have to do. Where were the screen passes in this game? If you feel like you are losing the game or you're losing your quarterback, start to make quarterback-friendly plays or call them so that the quarterback can get in a rhythm. Once the quarterback gets in a rhythm, he has the playmakers to make this feasible. Ohio State in the first half had 115 rushing yards to Michigan's 1 rushing yard at one point in the game, and were up only 3 points.
Oh, wow.
How is that feasibly possible? What you're showing me is the team can come in and play half-ass ball for a quarter. Michigan didn't even play 60 minutes yesterday. Michigan did not play 60 minutes, and they beat you. But on the flip side, where Ohio State fans can say, well, we didn't play 60 minutes either. And that's why you got your ass whooped.
That's what happens when you don't play 60 minutes.
So with that being said, college football implications. We know Georgia going to be in. Win, lose, or draw when it comes to the SEC championship game.
Right.
We know they're going to be in. The interesting thing here is going to be to see what happens now with Alabama.
Because they lost. Clemson lost.
And Clemson lost in the worst way. Tennessee has lost in the worst way. It has been a downward spiral of all the teams in the top 5. And now we are looking at a situation where Alabama is going to TLC creep into the top 4 potentially. And if that happens, I ain't got nothing to say, because you know what that means? They're probably going to be the favorites to win, because every time there is a 1-loss Alabama team or a Alabama team that has lost, they have not lost
twice. They done lost twice.
I know they lost twice, but I'm saying every time Alabama has went into the playoff with a blemish, they have won the entire thing.
This is the 4 though. Georgia, Michigan, what it should be TCU and USC.
USC, because USC
won. The top 4. Now, barring anything crazy, if TCU and USC win their conference championship games,
no Bama.
They're out. There is no Bama. And
LSU is the only Bama hope. They need LSU to lose.
LSU lost last night.
So, oh wow.
Yeah, LSU lost.
So oh wow. Yeah, no, yeah, they need them too. Like you said, TCU or USC. If they lose their conference championships, that's the only other way.
Georgia and Michigan are essential locks.
They're locked. They can't drop no lower than 3 or 4.
They are essential locks. And the way that Michigan beat Ohio State,
they are certainly locked.
The way they beat them, 25-point win in the horseshoe.
And Tyrell Love is still crying in his car to this day.
Yes, he is. Next to Mercury Morris.
Next to Mercury Morris.
He wanted to walk through that door.
Oh, God.
Oh, also, I want to give a shout out to my lovely, lovely Ohio State fan. The one, the only, Mr. Josh Storms. How you doing today, Josh? I know already. But yeah, Georgia and Michigan are locks. It's USC and TCU. It's their bid to lose.
They win, they end.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. This is gonna be the worst college football playoff we ever seen.
What?
No, it's not.
I'll explain. Don't worry. I'll get into why. I'll get into why as we get it. But if we get USC and we get TCU, it is going to be a slaughter.
Jerm, you know, we got to we're getting older, and we have to start now getting used to the newer generation. That's
This
what
ain't
we-
about this ain't about the new generation or the administration.
but see,
This is gonna be a
this is
slog.
why I say this. We are immune to Bama being in, Tanya. Cut the shit, Tanya. Cut the shit. We calling everybody out today. We just used to that. Bama getting their ass touchdown. They
That's
get
not
touched.
That's not
They
the
get
point.
touched. We can't, because teams, believe it or not, college teams are catching up now.
Which ones?
It's just they're catching up, John. They're just catching up. They can get caught. Anybody can get caught slipping on any given Sunday, any given Saturday, any given Thursday. They get cut. They can get touched now. It's the same way. It's the same way in every sport now. These folks are catching up. Because, I mean, if you look at it, John, the skill positions, you can go to any school and find a good skill position person. But the difference is, like they always say, is the offensive and the defensive lines. You give these skill positions time to do what they can do, they can play. No matter they in Wyoming or Colorado or down here in Mississippi. You give them time, they can do what they do. We gotta catch up now, man. And I'm glad. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad Bama ain't in there no more. Let them throw tissue at Tumors Ave or whatever. Let them do that shit.
Here's the thing. When you say catch up, what needs to catch up is our thinking of what type of season a team has based on win and loss record. Because I hate to say it, I hate to say this, I hate to really put this out there. We're gonna have to do a show on this, and I'll break down TCU's whole team like we normally do when we get our draft boards and stuff together.
Yeah.
And I'll break down USC. The thing about these teams are, yeah, they may be winning, and yeah, they may have won and had some very interesting wins. The problem with all of this is it just really is nothing out there in that Pac-10 or out there in them conferences that's worth talking about.
John,
Because you're talking about teams that, number one, when they play against these big powerhouse teams,
yeah.
I'm just telling y'all now, the SEC is going to win another championship this year. Because none of them are going to be on the field with Georgia and be able to score more than 24 points.
I agree with you, John. I agree with you. I'm thinking that Georgia, if they in the dance, they're gonna be the last one dancing when the time is out.
Yeah,
they're gonna be the last one dancing. But the thing about it is, it's kind of like dodgeball. You can only stay in the game if you don't get hit. USC and TCU, they was in their brackets from the start. Everybody was losing. Everybody was getting hit. They can't do nothing but go up because they can't do nothing but play. They can't do nothing but play the schedule that is presented in front of them.
And I'm not mad at them for that.
And that's all they can do. That's all they can do. That's all they can do.
But you know what I do think? I do think that it is a little bit different based on conference. And I do think every conference recruits a little bit more based on the level of their competition. And I think that the competition level in the SEC is a little bit different, considering they know what they have to go up against with the Bulldogs, with the Crimson Tide, with LSU. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little different. And with that being said, we're gonna transition to the NFL, but I want y'all to know, like, we're gonna do a college football like special. We're gonna jump like 60, 90 minutes into it because I got some time. And the most dangerous thing is a brother with time.
Shout out to the PG. Shout out to the PG that just came in with the troll white and red shirt. We like it.
Listen.
Big shot. What's good? Man?
Listen, this is 94 feet of views. Now it's like the NWO. We took over already. The station. No, I mean, I would definitely want to get to the NFL. I think what Jerm is saying, though, I think there's validity on both sides. And I think what you're going to see, once these conferences get realigned, and once playoff expansion starts happening, you'll see Alabama in a quote-unquote down year get in the playoff. You'll see Clemson in a down year get in the playoff. This is probably going to be, this year and maybe next year is going to be the last year, I believe, of 4 teams in the BCS, in the playoff.
2024.
It'll be the last time.
Yeah.
Because as Jerm talked about, the SEC, you think about SEC's about to get Texas and Oklahoma.
Big Ten.
So the Big Ten is going to have USC and UCLA. So eventually, you winning the ACC is not going to matter.
Right.
You winning the Big 12 won't matter.
Because there's so many teams.
Yeah, it won't matter.
I mean, just like this, y'all, this is something real funny. Because you know they got the 2 conferences or 2 alignments in the Big Ten. Michigan and Ohio State are on the same side. Meanwhile, Wisconsin is on another. What?
Yeah.
You don't put all the powerhouse teams in one bracket and then give one team over here. It just,
but they do it
the way
based
they
on,
align these conferences is
they
so
do it
messed up.
No, they do it based on geographical location.
Geographic.
You can't argue with geography. You can't argue with geography.
I mean,
you can, but I mean, it just don't make no.
I mean, you gonna get mad. You gonna get mad at
Jerry. You can. It is an argument that you can make against geography,
but that's how they do it.
But I think to Trad's point, I know we want to get to the NFL Sunday. I'm coming in interrupting the show.
No.
You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do.
All I'm saying is this.
I love it. This is fun.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think it's the old argument of the best team, which is where Jerm is at. Give me the best team in the playoff. Alabama probably is one of the 4 best teams in college football. I think nobody would really argue that. Versus who's having the best season, which now we go into TCU. You go into USC. You're like, well, TCU at 11-0. Whatever you think of the Big 12, it's a Power 5 conference. They're 11-0. USC out of the Pac-12. Whatever you think of the Pac-12, they're 11-0. And that's always been, I think, the issue with the college football playoff. Is it really about the 4 best teams or who had the 4 best seasons?
Right.
And that's where the issue is.
I can't say anything to that. And I kind of, like I said, I just want to see the best 3 games we can possibly see to end the season.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that anybody in this playoff is going to be able to really compete with Georgia, because the Georgia defense, as much as they don't recruit the same as maybe some of these other schools do, they definitely coach them up. And Georgia's team as a whole is on another level. The way they beat Tennessee this year, y'all, Tennessee was not like, that was a juggernaut for a good 7-8 weeks. Man, they put them folks down tranquilizer style with the elephant tranquilizer.
Yeah.
So I'm with that. I'm with all of that. And then, with everything being said, like, I understand the geography part of it. I do. But it was just like, to put all of these teams together like that and bunch them in one place, what it showed me that you was just trying to say, it's either going to be Michigan or it's going to be Ohio State. It will never be both.
Hey, you know what? That's a question you got to take up with Lewis and Clark. Okay?
Not Lewis.
Hey, I'm not taking up no questions with Lewis and Clark. I don't want to talk to none of the conquistadors or none of them.
This is
I say conquistadors.
Man, shout out to social studies class right now.
We are in the classroom.
All I'm going to say is this: all alignment matters. Okay.
Wheel alignment.
All right, Jerm, get this game. What's going on?
The game's going. Get the game's going.
So real quick,
I knew what I was doing. That's why I was. I knew the perfect time to say it.
All alignments matter. Yep, wheel alignment. lateral collateral alignments, all of them. Yep. So, yep. So with that being said, but shout out to the Thanksgiving games. First of all, those were 3 solid games. We got 3 solid games. We got the Bills and the Lions. Hey, listen, say what y'all want to say about the Lions being putrid and being at the bottom. I'm starting to see Dan Campbell's imprint on that team, and Jared Goff may not be as bad as y'all thought he was, is all I'm going to say. Because they're looking pretty formidable, and they're looking like at least a form of competition every week. The Bills, you did everything you could to win. And that's what you had to do on Thursdays, on Sundays, and on Mondays. You got to find a way to win, and that's what you did. Mm-hmm. So shouts out to the Bills for that. Dallas, you guys are looking like the best team in the NFC right now. I'm going to say it out loud so the people can hear it. Dallas, you look like the best team in the NFC right now. However,
I actually agree.
You protect the quarterback, you get after the quarterback, and you running the football with either one of those running backs.
And that's the difference.
And that right there is what make you the best team in the NFC, arguably, right now.
That's the biggest difference between Dallas now versus Dallas the last couple of years, is that they actually now are like, oh, snap, Ezekiel Elliott is on our team. Oh, wow, Tony Pollard is on our team. And they actually run the football with a lot more regularity and a lot more effectiveness than they've done in previous years. So Germ said some wild stuff, but this is not wild. I think if you told me to pick up somebody to who's winning the NFC today, I'd pick the Cowboys.
So we went from the Eagles to the Cowboys to win the NFC. So I wonder how we're gonna end the year, which is gonna be really interesting.
Gotta play again.
Hey, when they get that's the game we're looking for. Hey, and shout out to the Giants. The Giants are still a formidable opponent every week. And we're talking about every team in that division is over 500 right now currently. So we're not talking about no division that's an easy win.
In a year, they went from the NFC least to probably the best conference in football.
Yeah.
Yep. You got healthy. You got on your Rico Hines plan. You got better today, and here we are. So at the end of the day, with all that being said, we got the Patriots and the Vikings.
Good game.
Hurt my guy, your next cousin. Hey, man, Justin Jefferson is exactly what I told y'all he was. I told y'all he was that dude like that. Vic was like, Germ, I didn't think he was going to be able to. Yeah, I know. Y'all just got to trust your boy. I know who got the it factor or who don't. He is fighting for him and Jamar Chase. Ironically, 2 LSU teammates are fighting to be the new best receiver in the world. And they're doing a damn good job of it on the national stage. Shouts out to them. Mac Jones, people killed Mac Jones a lot last year and a lot this year, rightfully so. I'm just going to be honest with y'all, man. Mac played a very good game. He just missed 2 or 3 throws. That was the difference in the game. That's the difference in every Sunday. It's 1 or 2 throws.
And you look at this NFL with the rare exception, Jeremy, you're right. There's just not that many blowouts in the NFL anymore.
Unless you got rubber meeting the road. That's
most of the games in NFL are 1 possession, 2 possession game. And in the 1 possession, 2 possession game, this is 4 plays most weeks and most game plays. And Minnesota right now is making every play.
Shouts out to the defense that's gotten better. Shouts out to Kirk Cousins that's seemed to be playing better. The offense is just different right now. And I think the changing and then switching from Mike Zimmer to a new head coach, a new voice in the locker room has been refreshing for that team. And the Vikings right now are one of the 3 best teams in the NFC. And they are going to be there at the end. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to see. Now, as we transition into the Sunday the Sunday slate. On my heart, it is. I just want to say this because we're gonna start in Cleveland. We're gonna start at home. I got to start at home. I was about 5 minutes away from clicking the button to get those tickets right there on the 50-yard line. But then work hit me. And then I realized I wasn't going to be able to enjoy the game because I was going to constantly get phone calls and that was going to piss me off. And then next week is my birthday. And me and Deshaun got some business to take care of because we got to go beat the Texans because we got some business to take care of. So next week.
Are y'all getting birthday massages?
We may. Birthday massages might be the best thing, But with everything being said, I just thought that this was probably one of the most interesting games on the slate this week because the two teams going in two really, really interesting directions. Tampa Bay is trying to ascend, and Cleveland is trying to find their identity in a lot of ways without Deshaun, with him coming back next week. Who are we going to be? Are we going to be this team that's going to run the ball and try to play good defense, which trying to play good defense is why we're calling it trying, because it's been atrocious. The secondary is out of array, is disarray. You spent way too much money out there and too much draft capital. There it is. There it is. For you to be able to give up the amount of yards you guys are giving up. You look at some of the losses this year against the Jets. That's a loss that's inexcusable, and that's a loss that's strictly on your secondary. You look at some of the losses to other teams that they've had this year, even the loss they've had to Baltimore this year. That's a big loss considering you lost that battle because of things in bad play in the secondary. We have to get better. Where are we going? Where's this $100 million corner in Denzel Ward that you just paid? When is he going to be the guy that you paid him to be? You don't have a free safety on the field because you're running with three strong safeties: Grant Delpit, Rodney Harrison, and John Johnson III, who we know John Johnson from the Rams. So I don't understand what the concept or what they're trying to do over there right now in Cleveland, especially in the secondary. Front seven is pretty good. They got some really good talent up there, but that secondary has to get better if they plan on doing anything on Sundays. Fellas, I'm going to go around the horn. We got Tampa going to Cleveland. Probably Brady's last time visiting Cleveland. Probably going to be a very interesting game considering it's supposed to be rainy. It's supposed to be wet and sloppy. I'm going to be honest. I don't really think Cleveland has a chance. I think Cleveland might as well go ahead and start tanking for something else, considering that they traded all this stuff for Deshaun. It's a terrible time to be tanking, but whatever. Trav, I'm gonna start with you. These your boys, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What you got on this game right here, man?
Man, the it's not just Tampa. I always had a little bit of faith of Cleveland with the two best running back duo in the league. One thing that Tampa has been having a issue with as of late is run defense. We ain't been able to stop a nosebleed a time or two. So, and they're at Cleveland too. And this is a very muddy game. This attracts more runs than anything. So you're gonna see a lot of beef, especially with their Cleveland offensive line. They're gonna try to pound this ball left and right. Tampa got to hold up, but man, my guy been 2-0 since the divorce. So I think he's gonna be 3-0 this time. I think he's gonna pull out a little wizardry, and he's gonna pull another stunt. We getting a little bit healthier each and every day. Although Leonard Fournette is out, we won't run that dumbass dive play again. We got Giovanni coming back off the IR. We got my other guy, number 29, that's been doing real good. So they can both catch and get everything out the backfield so he can hit the hot routes quickly. Give me Tampa, man. Tampa trying to do some things just to get in the dance. So let them they doing whatever they're gonna do. So give me Tampa, man. I ain't got no scope, but give me Tampa. and a win.
Big shot.
It's after Thanksgiving now. So now we have entered, as Jerm would call it, the You Better special. As I call it, football maturity. Now teams that's supposed to win and need to win, now it's time. Give me Tampa comfortably today, in that one.
Les?
As you see, I'm wearing a hat that says TB. I am wearing a brown shirt. This has caused quite a conundrum for the viewers, I bet. But I will say this. Gang sign John Wall, untuck Kyrie, and divorce Tom Brady.
These guys.
Divorce Tom Brady is on a different level. Divorce Tom Brady is 2-0. As far as his last time in Cleveland, this may not be his last time in Cleveland. They may, who knows, they may go play the Browns again. But this Tom Brady divorced now. What he got to retire for now?
Oh, God.
Think about it. He's free. Give me Tampa Bay 28-14.
I'm going to take Tampa Bay. I'm going to take 400 yards, 4 touchdown passes for Tom Brady today, and I'm going to take 35 to 19. I think that this game is going to get a little bit more I think it's going to get a little better because I think at the end of the day, Cleveland's just trying to get to Deshaun right now. They just trying to get to the quarterback so they can figure everything else out. And as we say that, we got Ham over by the train tracks.
Yeah, loud ass train, man. Just as I come out, said, Trey, I'm going back this train out there. This old man.
I crossed it years and years ago. Yes, I do.
Right over here by the great University of Memphis. Fuck the University of Memphis. I ain't got no love for them as a school. Actually, I'm just here. Shout out to Penn and them, though. I fool with Penn and them. I'm just here because we had Thanksgiving now, right?
We passed Thanksgiving.
We passed Thanksgiving.
Okay, so I'm just saying, the Thanksgiving weekend. So now we're at the point to where we start to see who's going to be playing longer or playing beyond the Lexus holiday sales event, which we all know that motherfucker end on January 2nd. So after January 2nd, who's going to be about that action, boss? That's how I'm just here on Hill Activity. Y'all see the name. I got about 10 minutes. I got a blunt roll. I'm off the clock. I'm chilling. I'm finna go get me some barbecue. And I'm finna go watch some football. And shout out to the Grizz. We got the Knicks. Like, since we got to do this on the 94 Feet of Life channel, I'm going to fuse some basketball into this football talk. I don't have no winners on picks and games today, although I put them on my wall, so I ain't going to hog the line. I just wanted to come invade territory. Go ahead, fellas.
That's what we do.
Well, with that being said, we're now going to go to the Texans and the Dolphins.
No, we're not.
Bro, give me the Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins by 10.
Dolphins.
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 We ain't going to even waste time.
We go quick pick it. We going Dolphins, man.
We're not spending time next.
But you know what? Before I ain't gonna. Before
we
go,
don't. What we know is
Pierce gonna get his
game.
numbers.
Next
Pierce,
game.
that running back number 30 for Houston.
You on fantasy football activity right now. Go Dolphins.
Next.
Let's go.
All right. Now we got the Bengals and the Titans.
Stop. I got to get this out the way first. Give me the Tennessee Titans. Y'all already know why.
Get fired.
You already know why. Give me the Tennessee Titans.
Give me the Bengals, man.
I pick the Bengals every week.
Is this playing?
Little known
Jamar
fact.
Chase returns today. Jamar Chase does return today.
Hey, little known fact. Joe Burrow was the backup quarterback for Craig Krenzel at Ohio State.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, Jeremy, doing this So I apologize. Not,
Here's the messed up part.
I do
Here's
like
the
Nat,
messed up part.
I like the Titans in this game though. Legitimately, I do.
Here's
actually
the
like the Titans in
here's
this
the most interesting part of this. When Jamar Chase is on the field, the Bengals are a totally different offense. And that means we could potentially see 30 points today from that team. However, I do feel like this is a very intriguing matchup for the Bengals because Tennessee gets after the quarterback, and this may be the game that we get the famous grass stain jersey that Les always wants for Joe Burrow, because they will get a lot of pressure on him today.
You're gonna get dirty today.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Bengals only because Jamar Chase is on the field, and I just roll with my guys.
They
Yeah,
saying
but at the
that
end of the
they saying that they heard that he was he's ruled out. Jamar Chase is gonna be out. So
And you can't play with no hip, man. Can't play with no hip.
Okay, so if he's not playing, give me the Titans because I don't try. I'm just going. I don't fool with them. I don't fool. Anyway, next game on the docket, we got the Broncos and we got the Panthers. I really don't want to spend too much time on this game.
quick pick it.
Next.
Quick pick it.
I'm just gonna give me the Panthers.
Give me the Broncos, man. Give me the Broncos.
I ain't got no Russ this year ain't getting no play in this ride with the way he playing.
Just
Them folks can't score 17 points.
Give me Carolina just because I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
Give me the Grizzlies over the Knicks. I'm not picking that bullshit.
you know
That's
what?
fair.
Going back to that Cincinnati game, yes, no Mixon and no Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
Give me,
just changed my pick on that too.
That's not Tennessee. This has became a Bengals favorite to now. It's one of them big shots. You better Tennessee.
yep. You better.
Next game on the docket. Bears at the Jets.
Let me say something.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Let me say something about Zach Wilson. And y'all know me. I'm real big on your character. Do you have to be a choir boy? Absolutely not. Do you have to be perfect? Absolutely not. If what I'm reading about Zach Wilson is true, not only do he need to sit on the bench this week, he might need to sit for a little bit.
Yeah, he is not starting. He is not starting this week.
You can make young mistakes as a quarterback, Jerm. You know how this goes. Young McCrew, you're going to throw the ball all over the place. All right, cool. But I'm thinking back, fellas, to this whole thing with Zach Wilson and allegedly his Mammy's best friend.
That boy said, man.
Let me say this. We all got mothers, mother figures, right? That's like your mama's best friend is kind of like your aunt or your godmother. That says a lot about you as a dude. The troll jokes was funny, but Playboy, you can't walk in my huddle and tell me about running curl route, and that's what you want.
Because that means everybody's mama is up for grabs.
So give me the Jets only because I don't know if Justin Fields is gonna play today. But fam, Zach Wilson, you gotta chill out, bro.
Get together, dog.
You gotta chill out because between that and your attitude apparently is real poor. Like you headed to that Ryan Leaf situation. And if you headed to a Ryan Leaf thing, this ain't gonna be for long. Second pick or not. Continue.
This is my public plea, service announcement, whatever you want to call it. Bears ownership, management, coaching staff, training staff, save Justin Fields from himself.
Please do.
Please. As a lifelong Chicago Bears fan who has been waiting for a true quarterback, that we finally get one. We get a new age modern quarterback for this NFL. I'm begging you, save him from himself. Young fella. I don't know who watching. I don't know if this can get to you. Don't do it. It's okay. It's only the Jets. It's only the Jets. The Bears you're not making the playoffs. We got draft capital.
He's out today.
Money.
He's out today.
Yes.
He's out today.
Thank you. And I don't care. I don't care if the Bears win today. I prefer not to win. Get a better pick. So this is the first time in history on Views, on Wax, that I'm picking against the Bears. And it may be like that until week 18. Jets. Jets. Jets.
And these two quarterbacks was drafted in the same draft, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Both of them sitting out. My guy Sauce Gardner, man. I'm gonna ride with him, man. That's just he's just one of the ones, man. Y'all guys one of the ones, man. Give me the Jets, man. I'm riding with the Jets today, man. Not Spirit Airlines. They trying to be Deltas for some reason, man. They trying to move up the Delta.
Wu-Tang is for the Jets.
Wu-Tang for the Jets. I'm with the Jets, man. Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna roll with the Jets too because it's really simple. I just think that the Jets right now are a better football team, and that's just really that simple. We ain't got to go no further than that. Next game on the schedule, we got Falcons versus the Commanders.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I still don't give a shit about the Atlanta Falcons. I just don't ride with them. Like they just don't get no play in this ride. So I'm gonna pick the Commanders, and I'm gonna let y'all do the rest of everything else because I just ain't got nothing to say.
I the Commanders. You beat the Eagles. You beat the Titans 2 weeks in a row. You're over 500. A team that it looked like a disaster early. Now you got a chance to get in the off. So give me again. The Commanders, the Falcons still with an outside shot, but give me the team that needs it. And the Commanders need it. Give me the Commanders.
Not
Y'all
so
know.
fast, my friend.
Go ahead.
Not so fast, my friend. The Falcons, they're not too far off of in that NFC South division. They're not too far off.
No, they
Falcons need a win too. Marcus Mariota is really commanding that offense. And I think the Falcons, I'm rocking with the Falcons. I am picking the Atlanta Falcons to win in the spirit of Gucci Mane.
We know who Trav gonna pick because we know who Trav gonna pick.
You already know, man. You already know. I just can't. I can't deal with him. I'm like Mike Singletary, man. I can't ride. I can't win with him. I'm not gonna go with them. As long as you had affiliation with Matt Ryan, I'm not gonna pick you. So
meanwhile, Les told you to appraise his outfit pretty much.
Yeah.
with the Gucci.
Yeah. 10 G's.
Hey, if you press 10G, J Ham gonna pop up. MTV Jam.
I'm gonna pop up, baby. I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta put the 10G code in.
Speaking of pop up, remember Tuesday night cheap plug.
Oh yeah.
The NBA Jam quarterfinals will be revealed on Tuesday night. Shout out man G2 will also be coming through 94 Feet of Life to talk to early college buckets. Cheap plug. And yes, 10G J Ham will be there because we're going to put the code.
So, next game on the docket. This game is going to be interesting, and I'm going to tell y'all why. Because you got Baltimore traveling to Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been in every game this season. Now, have they won? No. But have they been in every game? Yes.
Yes.
Defensively, they are getting better every week. offensively, Trevor Lawrence still ain't shit. And that's probably the biggest difference of why Jacksonville isn't winning. So we got Lamar Jackson. We got Trevor Lawrence squaring off. Duval County. Fellas, who y'all rolling with?
I'm going
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I'm going Baltimore because I too shared the disappointment in Trevor Lawrence that Jerm had. I thought Trevor was going to be much further along than he is. So give me Baltimore again, the team that needs it. But also, I don't know if Trevor's it either.
If you could give ETN, the older one, called the younger one, try to go off on us on Florida State Friday. Yes, he did. Travis Etienne, but Trevor Etienne, that's the one that's in Jacksonville. If he can hold on to the damn ball, Jacksonville will have a relative shot, but I'm still picking Baltimore. Baltimore just too much, man. Lamar Jackson, man. As much as we bash him,
I don't.
as much as I see the bash at the same time, dude he's a winner. That's when it's all said and done, he's a winner. So give me Baltimore.
All wins matter.
Trap game. Trap
This is-
game for every reason that Jerm said in the beginning. These people are in the game every week. It's a matter of time when they're gonna get them one.
And one.
It won't be today though. Give me Baltimore.
I am selecting the Baltimore Ravens. Also, to get to the point with Trevor Lawrence had a very dysfunctional rookie season because he had Urban Meyer, the former Ohio State coach, as his coach his rookie year. So that's why. He's experienced it. So I don't want to give too much. I'm not going to put too much on Trevor right now because he had 1 year dysfunction, 1 year of trying to get some structure and some consistency. So next year, I'll put the jury out on.
Shout out to Ty Love and his coach got with the 19-year-old side piece in Ohio.
Don't forget about shouting out Josh Storms too. But anyway.
So we got
Baltimore Ravens.
yeah. So we got the first lady in. She just tapped in. How can you be a dove and love the elephants? How you doing, Tanya? Talk to us. I guess she's on mute.
Go ahead, Trey.
Listen, considering we are like in the Thanksgiving season, you give thanks with family and friends. The amount of shots being thrown today, it's an unbelievable amount of shots being thrown.
A lot of Hill shit going on.
Ain't it?
Hey,
A lot of
I will say this. We love our brothers Ty and Josh. We do. At the end of the day, though, I had seen so much Ohio State stuff posted on my timeline yesterday.
We have to send a stray shot to my guy Zach. He knows what I'm talking about too.
Yeah, so
Zach loves he loves
that's
him
the
too.
only thing. It's so many, and I really like. And the thing about it is, Ohio. Let me just real quick. Ohio State. They got a great receiver, Marvin Harrison Jr. I wish he was draft eligible so the Bears can get it. Could draft him because we got plenty of capital to do that.
Marvin Harrison above the rest though.
Marvin Harrison Jr. is an absolute killer on the football field. I mean, he has a shot at being one of the best receivers in the league whenever he gets to the league.
Okay, say less.
Jerm, get into this game.
Say less. Say less.
All right, continue
I'm
with
gonna
the game.
select
Sorry.
today. I will select the Baltimore Ravens just because I believe wholeheartedly that they're the better football team. It just is what it is currently. But don't be surprised if the game is closer than what you think it should be.
Who's your pick, Tanya, between Jags and Ravens? Tanya, you gonna make me kill you. Let's go to this next game.
All right, Raiders versus Seahawks is the next game on the docket. So we got the Raiders, the disappointing Raiders, going
Deadlift
to
shrimp,
play.
man. We going with that. We not wasting
Hey,
time on the Raiders.
We not about to
We
sit
not wasting time on
We
the
going
Raiders.
Seattle. He said Deadlift Shrimp.
We going with deadlift shrimp in there, man. That's what we rolling with.
We Seattle.
All right, jet shout out Gino. Hey, all right, Gino. So we all rolling with Gino.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gino, it is then. All right, next game: Cardinals and the Chargers. Chargers are traveling to Arizona.
Justin Herbert, man. We not wasting the time on the bitch ass Cardinals either, man.
Hold on.
We conceded.
Time out.
It's conceded kind of playing. Is he back?
That's a good question. They probably ain't gonna say nothing until like 1 o'clock or so.
It depends.
I really didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to do that just because it was the Cardinals. Go ahead, Jerry.
If Kyler Murray
He's back.
plays-
He's playing. He's playing.
all right, we got something to talk about.
Okay, cool.
I mean, do we really have something to talk about?
You want to talk about
You see what I'm saying now?
I think
All right, so look. Here's the thing. We know that they're gonna throw the ball.
Time, playoff time, man.
the question
saying.
with the Cardinals, I think now is becoming who do you pick between?
Yeah.
Tyler or is it Kingsbury? Because it's not going to be both.
They just paid Kyle.
And you just paid Kyle.
Yeah, paid. So to me, Cliff Kingsbury is coaching for his future these last 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Cliff need to kind of need to go that way, Cliff is on a cliff right now. That's kind of.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you like this though. If that game is close and that ball is in Justin Herbert's hand, they're going to lose.
Hey.
Every time that man have the ball at the end of the game, he throws an interception.
Is this something with the Chargers organization with them with you, Trey?
No, it's the facts. Look at he did it against San Francisco week before. He
I'm just
did it
curious.
again last week.
I'm just curious. Did you have this same animosity and heat for Drew Brees for the short time when he was in San Diego many years ago?
No. Actually, Drew started doing that stuff when he was in New Orleans.
I got Anna with the Chargers as well. They went out there. They damn near killed Tyrod Taylor.
Malpractice, right?
Keenan Allen has had the worst hamstring injury since
Ever.
Yeah.
More malpractice.
Ever. Also, this dates back to last year. They go and fire that black man as the head coach that was trying to get it together. You gave him 0 pieces, and now you bring in the coach that you want, and he ain't doing nothing. It ain't the coach.
So it's the coach and the organization.
It's the culture, it's the organization, it's the record label, it's everybody.
That being said, I'm gonna take the Chargers today, though.
Yeah.
I really hope Keenan Allen plays good. If he plays.
I'm gonna say this. I believe wholeheartedly that the Chargers organization has still not recovered from how they did Drew Brees with the Phillip Rivers situation. Ever since that time, this organization has had major injuries, major collapses, lungs included, and it just has been everything going on that's just been going backwards.
Man,
They've
said
been parked
long
on, they've been parked on dumb, stuck on stupid, and they just can't find reverse. And that's just what it comes down to, if you ask me. I personally think the Cardinals are entering the same type of messed up situation, but I think it's because what you're doing is you're trying to ostracize your quarterback, then you try to come back, try to ostracize your head coach, and it's just too much going on. Like, y'all just doing way too much. Y'all want to ridicule Kyler, and you all want to act like he needs to study, and that's part of his contract. Well, why is that part of the public's information? Why are we doing that in public to the player that we drafted #1 overall and said, you are the guy for our franchise? Because if that was the case, they should have drafted the other Bosa, or they should have drafted a defensive player, and they should have called it a day. Because as we see, the defensive player was the for sure lock to be the best player in the draft, not the quarterback.
Yeah, man. They gave they gave Kyler a Stanford Achievement Test.
Man, what? How can a team
Told him to eat his breakfast in the morning.
how can a team have two players that had so many kids that they can make their own football team?
Well, okay. With that being said, Trav, we go.
Right.
Yeah. So with that being said, give me the Chargers. Give me Chargers. Just give me Chargers, just because I don't have no faith in anything with the Cardinals. The only thing I got faith in Arizona is that it will be nice weather, and it will be.
Since doing this deep dive into both franchises, I hope neither one of them win. I hope it's a tie.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. We got a tie.
In fact,
Yes.
I hope the game gets canceled.
Yes. Yes.
With that being said, though, y'all, like I don't know, man. These two teams, it's just so much stuff going on.
All right, next
And,
game.
yeah, whatever. All right, next game. Saints at 49ers. We ain't gonna spend too much time on this.
49ers.
I ain't spend too much.
49ers.
49ers, this is a
Andy
you
Dalton
better
still
special. You better special. Jimmy, don't you go out here. Don't you go out here. I gotta talk like Trav. Jimmy, don't you go out here bullshitting, Jimmy.
Is Andy Dalton
This is-
starting for the Saints?
Man, they need give him a guy James his starting spot back, man. You don't
Oh,
lose, you don't lose your spot.
49ers.
Saints broke the code. Saints broke the code. Not supposed to lose your job to injury.
They
They
broke the
Give
code.
me the Niners. Give me the Niners.
All 49ers.
49ers. This ain't even a discussion.
Exactly.
Oh, that.
And the crab leg just entered the scene. So with that being said, with everything being said, the next game on the docket was a classic game we had a couple years ago that was in Mexico. The Rams and the Chiefs back and forth.
Yeah.
We got the Rams and Chiefs in this game particularly. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. The Chiefs are the best team in the AFC.
Yes, they are.
The Rams are
Three.
in distress. Pimp down, 32. Get the truck. Somebody, please. Somebody put some ice on Matt Stafford's elbow. Somebody put him in the ice tub with Kevin Hart. Do something. It's just not looking good. Can we please get a hot tub time machine so we can go back and recapture the capsule of what they had last year? Because that's about all that we're gonna have here. The defense just doesn't look the same. They look a little older. They look a little slower. Most importantly, they look like they miss Von Miller. And I ain't gonna tell you too much more than that when it comes down to it. That's what it looks like to me on my end. What do you guys see?
The Chiefs, I know we try not to mix the sports too much. The Chiefs now look like Golden State did last year. They may not have the best record when the playoffs get here, but I would pick them to win the whole thing right now. I think Mahomes is kind of back to, I don't want to say back to his prime, like he's still young. I don't know what, but he looks like 2019 Pat Mahomes now.
With Kansas City, it's
Yeah.
crazy. You know who he gonna go to, and you still can't stop it.
Nope.
He's going to 87. He just finds a way to get open. He's gonna make one or two moves, and he's gonna go up for a touchdown. 87 is starting to be like the quickie mark. 7-11. He's always open.
mean, hey, when you got to play zone because you got all that speed on the field, he is the quickie mark. Because guess what? If a tight end can just sit in the middle of the defense or run a slant or run a in every play, it ain't really much you can do. Because guess what?
You on mute, Jeremy. Hit the mute button. Hit your mute button. There you go.
If the linebacker, yeah, this phone don't stop going. At the end of the day, if the linebackers are going to continue to follow him, then that's going to be a whole nother thing in itself. We got a bunch of things that you cannot. The Chiefs, the Dolphins have two things in common. You can't play conventional. You can't play conventional defenses on these teams. And the reason is because at the end of the day, they have too much speed. They have so many mismatches on their respective offenses that you kind of have to honor it and play it in situations. And that's when we get to see the best of the best in January. Kind of where, the Lexus holiday sales event time. So I'm rolling with Kansas City. I'm sorry. I don't really think Kansas City. I mean, we ain't gonna spend too much time on the Rams. I just think this is a down year for you. It is what it is. It happens. They're still an immensely talented football team.
Too many of their key players gone though, John.
Yeah. Well, I think it's just it's the year after you won a Super Bowl. Number one. Number two, the player that you signed last year that you paid all that money to, Matt Stafford, is not the same Matt Stafford.
35.
That
30.
changes a lot of things considering why. Because Matt Stafford was the biggest reason why they were considered Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah.
Because they finally got a decent quarterback.
It's right. Who we got next?
I'm going Chiefs. Also, I said this 2 weeks ago on the show that Matt Stafford probably will be shutting it down for the season.
Yeah.
And he might have to because that elbow injury, that's a serious. They have him out with the
concussion. He's out with the concussion, but I think that it will lead into him not playing the rest of the season. And I don't know what they have as far as draft capital because they said them picks, and so. But I think they just need to ride it out. Let Cooper heal. That's the problem with our society now. People just want to go rush into something. They don't want to heal first. That may go.
Oh man, less accountability. It's just when it happens, it happens. So the game that I think is going to be a very interesting game, and we're going to spend a little time on this game, is we got the Packers and Philly tonight. I'm going to be all the way honest with y'all. The way the Green Bay Packers have played this season, the way Aaron Rodgers has played this season is downright sad. But this is one of them games that you can see Aaron Rodgers getting up on a national stage because everybody get to see him. Not the people who just got cable. Everybody get to see him tonight. And he can put on a show tonight, throw 400 yards. And they could beat Philly.
For some odd reason, Jern, Aaron Rodgers has been very successful against the NFC East. Just beat Dallas, didn't he? Just beat Dallas. The Eagles, the Giants, he just has a successful record against the NFC East. But this is a whole different monster with the Philadelphia Eagles. They know their lane. They have a quarterback that knows what he want to do. Give me the Eagles, man. Give me the Eagles in this one, man. Give me the Eagles.
As I said earlier in the show, the Cowboys were the best team in the NFC. So if you're Philadelphia, this is the game where you could really, even though this is not a great Packers team by any stretch of the imagination, you put the clamps on Aaron Rodgers and them tonight. This is where you could reclaim this spot and say, hey, look, that was a blip versus Commanders. reestablish yourself this week.
Right.
It's just the week you reestablish yourself. Give me the Eagles. Even if I'm not going to say comfort. I'll say not a blowout, but comfort over Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Les.
I never pick the Packers for anything.
Why not?
Can I say this? I don't know if I can say this.
The camera is on.
Fuck them. It's been static with the Packers my whole life. But when I see the Packers, it's static like a wrinkled shirt. You know? I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Y'all already know why. Well, I already gave y'all the first reason, but the second reason, come on, man. They got Jalen Hurts out here, man. You know, they got Jalen Hurts out here. They got AJ Brown. They defense playing well. They got Ndamukong Suh now. I mean, come on, man. I'm rocking with the Eagles. That's my pick to win the NFC.
So here's the most interesting thing about this game.
Hope. The Eagles give me hope. That's why. They give me hope for what the Bears could be in a few years. They give me hope.
Your quarterback from Ohio State. Your quarterback from Ohio State.
I'm gonna go with my cousin, of course. I'm gonna go with my cousin and pick the Eagles.
So we wanted to make sure we pick this game, huh? All right. With that being said, what I'm going to say here is I'm going to say this. The Packers defense has been wildly successful all year. The problem is the Packers offense don't want to give them anything to play complimentary football with. So if the Packers defense holds the Eagles to 17 points or 20 points or less, the Eagles are going to lose this game. The problem is we don't know which Packers offense is going to show up because Aaron Rodgers got like 3 personalities. So we got the Aaron Rodgers from the commercials. When he shows up, then that's when they score 40. We got the Aaron Rodgers that don't like his family. When he shows up, they score 17 points or less. And then we got the Aaron Rodgers that dates all the supermodels and gets all the girls. And when they show up, they bound to score 24 points.
Missing in Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, I may be missing one, but hey, look.
Missing microdosing. You missing Shroom, A-Rod.
And with that being said, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna pick the Packers today in an upset. Because I think we might get Shroom Aaron Rodgers today, just like you said. We might get him. If we get him today, then we might get up, boom, boom, boom. He might grow like Mario. With that being said, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. This is one of those interesting weeks because we got so much stuff going on with the Thanksgiving Day games, with the stuff with the college football playoff. So, we had everybody kind of sick or on the injury reserve list and everything like that this week. So we appreciate the 94 feet crew, cast, staff, everything that they are. We appreciate them. We'll see what's going on next week. Hopefully we get the crew back. But if not, of course I'll be here for you. December 4th. It's a big day. Me and Deshaun got some things to do, but I will make time for you guys.
Let me tell you something. Next Sunday, I'm not going to be on the show because I want to be in the audience. Because I don't need my face to be on camera when Germ starts to preview Cleveland at Houston. I don't need my face to be on for that. I'm going to be in the audience.
Hey man, maybe I should get me a background already with a massage table behind.
You might as well get it ready.
I'm gonna give me a background with a massage table.
And is he going to play that game?
He might
I feel like
well
he
play.
absolutely will.
Because that's week 13. That's week 13, and he's supposed to be back at week 13.
Guess what? As soon as this game is over, right? Starting Monday morning at 8 a.m. sharp, he is reinstated to the Cleveland Browns as the quarterback. He will be in Berea, Ohio, warming up, doing the arm rotators, and throwing the football. And he will be in his number 4 patented jersey.
Yeah. Sneak
It
preview.
will be going down.
Yeah, sneak preview for that one. I don't see why he wouldn't play.
I mean, you haven't played in 2 years. Damn
It's the Texans, so he's definitely going to play.
Yeah.
I predict 700 yards and 7 touchdowns. I
Give me-
want to
I'm
see us
already-
slaughter.
I'm going to already say, give me the Browns by 45 at this point.
I want slaughter. I want pig slop. Let's go. All right. With that being said, this has been the Views and Dues Sunday morning preview show. True Man False World. We got Big Shot. We got DVR's Trav. Worldwide Les. First Lady. Of course, Heel Activity Ham. This is the Scene Crew. We out, y'all.